Chapter 19. I prepared a proposal for OJA as per his directions. We proposed Bill Gates make a visit to a self-run, not-for-profit school. We would celebrate the annual day of Dumran Royal School with Mr. Gates as chief guest. The MLA forwarded the proposal to the Rural Ministry. They have 90 requests, OJA said, and he can only visit 10 places during his trip. So they will shortlist and let us know. I didn't realize there would be so much competition, I said, surprised. I'm going to Patna tomorrow. Come with me, and I'll introduce you to the ministry people. You can persuade them. I accompanied the MLA in his Lal Bati car on the 3-hour ride to Patna. We reached the state government offices. I met Mr. Shyam Kaushal, a middle-aged official in the Rural Welfare Ministry, in his dusty office. He wore a grey safari suit that I think all government employees get free with their offer letters. Headache. This whole Gates trip is a headache, he said, and held his head. She showed me the file of requests. Alongside, another fat file contained press requests for interviews, communication with the foundation, and papers on various official government functions being planned. Why do we go crazy over these white guys visiting India? Mr. Kaushal said. Because of this white guy, my school will get a whitewash, I said. Do you speak good English? He said. Because they will call you many times. I manage, I said. Manage means what? When he comes, who will talk to him? I will. What will he say in your annual day? It's a Hindi medium school. The entire program will be in Hindi, right? I kept quiet. See, he opened the file. There is this school in Patna that really wants him. They will do a skit in English for him about the invention of computers and role of Microsoft. I saw the request. It had come from the Delhi Public School in Patna. This is an English medium school. He can find this anywhere. What's so Bihari about it? I said. Well, it is convenient. We can take him to DPS straight from Patna airport. Mr. Kaushal, I think Mr. Gates wants to see the real Bihar. The posh English school you will take him to means nothing. So what to do? Bring him to Dumran Royal. Don't worry. We will do a dance or something without words. Mr. Shyam Kaushal remained hesitant. Government employees are the lowest risk takers on earth. Finally, he shook his head. Something needs to be there in English. His team has told us. They want Mr. Gates to engage with the event. Okay, we'll do something in English. What? I'll figure it out, I said. A knock on the door startled us. MLA OJA came in. Mr. Kaushal stood up automatically. Government employees have a surveil switch in their brains. It makes them grovel in the presence of nedas. Listen to us poor dumb people at least once, Kaushalji, Oja said. Mr. Kaushal folded his hands. Trying, Oja Sahib. Ghoras want to see the real Bihar, but in English. I'm going crazy. Oja slapped my back. Rajkumar ji went to the best English college in India. He will handle them well. I smiled. I did go to the best English college, but my English still, well, sucked. My cell phone rang in the middle of a maths class. The call came from an unknown number. The class 3 students looked at me. I held a chalk in one hand and the phone in the other. I cut the call and continued to teach. 23 multiplied by 12. I wrote on the squeaky blackboard. The phone rang again. Do this sum. I'll be right back, I said and stepped out of class. Is this Mr. Madhavja? Asked a female voice in an unfamiliar accent when I picked up the call. Yes, I said. This is Samantha Myers from the Bill Gates Foundation, calling from New Delhi. What? I said. I tried to figure out her words despite the strange accent. Hello, myself Madhav. What can I do for you? I kicked myself for saying myself Madhav. I am part of Mr. Gates' advance party. We would like to inspect your school before we decide our itinerary. She spoke so fast, I couldn't understand most of what she said. Yes, Mr. Bill Gates. Is he coming? I had not had any update since my visit to Patna a week ago. Well, I need to visit you first. Your school is? Samantha paused as she hunted for the right word. Not in great condition, I said. I had taken her on a school tour. The plaster was coming off the walls. The noise of kids repeating mathematical tables drowned out our conversation. Students peeped out of the classroom windows. They stared at the alien creature with golden hair and white skin. No, I wanted to say quaint. Quaint? I said. I didn't understand the word. Different. Different in a charming sort of way. I failed to understand the charm of a school with leaky roofs and furniture that was falling apart. White people think differently, I guess. We came to the staff room. She greeted my mother and the other teachers. Tarasan Ji brought us 2 cups of tea. Samantha noticed the damp walls. We will whitewash everything. The local government has assured us, I said. Yeah, that is fine. Can we sit outside? I would love to get some sun, Samantha said. We walked out, carrying a classroom chair each. We sat in the fields facing the school entrance. The February sun felt warm. It made Samantha's golden hair shine even more. She was pretty. Why had she left the comforts of her own country to roam dusty villages in India. "This is gorgeous," she said, looking at the rice crops sway in the air. "Mr. Gates will like it. We can arrange the annual day function in the fields." "Oh, I'm sure he will. We are a little short on funds, but we will do our best to put up a good show." "Sure. Are there enough toilets for the dignitaries?" "Well," I said, wondering what to say. In some ways, the entire field was available as a toilet. "Western-style toilets, I meant," Samantha laughed. "Most of the delegation is from the US. We will have temporary ones put up," I said. "You don't have them at the school?" I looked at her. She seemed more curious than judgmental. I decided to be honest. "We are a poor school. We don't have the money to do many things. We are doing this to get noticed, so some government officials might help us." Samantha frowned. "We will, however," I said, "do a good show. The local MLA is with us." "I believe you will. Since you mentioned lack of funds, would you like to be considered for our grants program?" Samantha said. "What's that?" "Our foundation gives grants or a sum of money to deserving social projects. We had you as a tourist stop for Mr. Gates, but you are doing social service too. Well, it is service for us. My mother has given her entire life to this school. Even I turned down job offers to come here." "Great. You can make a pitch for that too." "Pitch?" "The grants program is highly competitive. We get a lot of wonderful proposals, but give funding to only a few." "What do I need to do?" "Ideally, you need to submit a proposal and make a presentation to the selection panel. However, there is no panel meeting expected any time in the near future." "Then?" Samantha paused to think. "Please, Miss Samantha, I really need money for my school. You have seen the condition it is in." Samantha finally spoke. "Here is what I suggest. Make a good speech to the visiting delegation. Mr. Gates himself will be present. If he and the delegation like what you say, they may grant you something on the spot." "Really?" "If you can say something inspiring, a pitch that comes across as genuine, a small grant might be possible." "What's a small grant?" $20,000, maybe more. But like I said, it may not work." I let out a huge breath. 8 lakhs could transform my school. "A speech, huh?" I said. "Yes, not too preachy, not salesy. Just from the heart." "How long?" 5 to 10 minutes. In English, of course." "What?" I said and jumped up from my chair. My sudden movement caused her to spill her tea. "Sorry, everything okay?" Samantha said. I sat back down. English? Yes, but we are speaking in English. I can barely talk to you. Addressing a US delegation in English in front of an audience. I can't. Well, we could have translators, but I am afraid that just doesn't have the same effect. We finished tea. She called her driver. Kids continued to stare from the classroom windows at the white princess in her white Innova. My English is terrible, I said to her. She got into the car. It's completely your choice. The driver started the car. I continued to stare into Samantha's grey eyes. So, she said. I'll do it, I said, and inhaled deeply. I will make a speech in English. My heartbeat was louder than the car's engine. Nice. Look forward to it. See you in April, she said coolly. The car zoomed off. I stood still, wondering why on earth I had agreed to give a speech to the richest man on the planet.